Okay, now we're gonna solve this problem. This is number 13, and we have number 13 as. What you have to do here is we have to simplify this expression. So the solution to this would be, let me just do the solution. Okay, I have to multiply the exponents here. Okay, so a minus b times a plus b. Okay, times x to the power b minus c times b plus c. Again, the same thing. The exponents got multiplied. X to the power. This is again. This was already multiplication. Okay, so you could multiply it or could just write as it is, same as that. Okay, but I'm leaving it because so that you understand as a beginner. Okay, now this thing should be equal to x, and if I multiply it, it will yield me a squared minus b squared. How come? Because there is a formula a squared minus b squared, which is a plus b times a minus b. And I know I mean, any of you who are following my course would not be familiar with this right now, but I will explain this in the upcoming videos. Right now, just understand there is a formula like this, and we are applying this. Okay, so this became this. If you are a beginner and have followed my videos from the beginning, okay, times this would be x to the power b squared minus c squared. Okay, times x to the power c squared. Or even though if you're not getting any these things, it's fine, you can skip it if you're too beginner. Okay, so you can skip this part or even the whole video if you're not understanding it as a beginner. Okay, upcoming videos will be more beginner friendly for you, in which I'll explain these formulas. Okay, if you're following my course, so this will be this times c squared minus a squared. So this is going to be equal to x to the power a squared minus b squared plus, I have to add up all the exponents because the same base, b squared minus c squared plus c squared minus a squared. And this one is pretty easy. What will happen eventually is this will cancel out, this will cancel out, this will cancel out, and all that will be left with eventually is x to the power 0, which is of course 1. And that's our answer. Okay, so how amazing is this, that this big problem just got at the end 1 as its outcome, as its answer. Okay, so please note this down, or yeah, take the screenshot. And now I'm gonna wipe this up. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Video being recorded? Yes. Number 14. This is okay, so it's number 14. And let's note down the problem that we have. Okay, this is also a simplification thing. Simplification problem. We have to simplify this one, which is okay. So let me just match the problem a little, because if it doesn't match, I won't get the desired result. Okay. Now, this problem we have to simplify, meaning we have to write in simpler term. Okay, the term that is more understandable than this. Okay, how can you do that? So we have the same exponents all over there, meaning, and bottom here. Okay, meaning that, let's take the big bracket here, and 1 over x minus y times y plus 1 over x. Okay, this whole divided by x plus 1 over y times 1 over y minus x to its whole power will be m. Of course, you might have understood. If you haven't, this thing is obviously equal to this. How come? Because you have the same power, meaning you can write this as the multiplication and this as the power, I mean the exponent. Here also the same thing. Okay. Now, after solving this, okay, what you can do here is you can do the subtraction. This is going to be x at the bottom, 1 minus xy. Okay, this times xy plus 1 divided by x. this divided by xy plus 1 divided by y times 1 minus xy divided by y. Okay, so this is what is going to be is power m. Okay, now I think it should actually be accommodated in this much space. I hope this much space is enough for it. Okay, now what are you going to do? We're going to multiply. Okay, so you're going to multiply it. Okay, and this will be equal to, why not, just working. Maybe I think I have to use another one. Is this good? Yes. This is going to be equal to, I'm going to multiply it, so this will be 1 minus xy times xy plus 1 divided by x squared, okay, and this whole divided by, again the same thing, 1 plus xy, or xy plus 1, okay, so xy plus 1 times 1 minus xy, this divided by y squared, this whole to its power will be, so it's visible in the camera, I hope it is, okay, so I think it is visible, yes, of course, okay, now what you can see here is that this and this is equal, this and this is equal, okay, so if you multiply it, if you divide it, what you have to do here is we have to swap this, and if you swap it, do upside down, okay, if you swap it, it will be multiplication, so this is going to be, it will require a little more space, so be sure about it, okay, here it will do, so 1 minus xy times xy plus 1 divided by x squared times y squared divided by x y plus 1 times 1 minus xy. Okay, so I hope you have understood, because it's so simple. We have to solve this, and this becomes multiplication, and this term matches this term matches this, so they are cancelled, and its whole power was m. Okay, so I'm writing m here as there is lack of space. Okay, so what we are left with is y squared divided by x squared to its whole power m, and that's the simplest form. Okay, the most simplest form of this expression, and that's our answer. Okay, so you have reached the answer. Please don't note this down. Okay, so this part may not be that much clear to see, but take a note of that. Okay, pay attention to that. Okay, and note down correctly. Okay, now I'm gonna wrap this up, and let's move on to the next problem. It's number 15, and in number 15, excuse me, the problem that we have is one. Okay, so it is this problem, and I'm gonna solve this. So what this is going to be is, we have this in the exponent. I can write this as this thing, can't I? Because it's division. Okay, to solve this, we're gonna apply the opposite rule of exponent. Okay, the opposite, and this is going to be this. So it is mixed kind of problem. Okay, opposite of what you have been doing. Okay, we have been writing this as this. Okay, but here is the opposite, because only then it could be solved. X to the power b divided by x to the power c plus x to the power a divided by x to the power c plus 1 over 1 plus x to the power c divided by x to the power a plus x to the power b divided by x to the power a. Okay, now the next thing that we would want to do is 1 over will be there. It will be x to the power b. Okay, so x to the power b plus x to the power a plus Okay, we'd better just write x to the power 2a, but just for simplicity and for making this beginner friendly, I am exaggerating this a little bit. Okay, so you're getting this? So I'm wondering, can this problem be solved? Is there any mistake that I've made in copying error? Okay. So this is C over here. Okay. So I had made a little mistake. This is why I was thinking, okay, how can this be solved? Okay. This is C. C there. Okay, visible in the camera. Because I always fill in the ink, but don't know what happens to the marker. Okay. Before making the video, I always fill up all the markers. But still some problem happens. It's not because of the ink, maybe don't know why it's so, why it's dim. So it's all correct right over here. Plus, I can write this now as 1 over x to the power a at the bottom. X to the power a plus x to the power c plus x to the power b. Okay, so this is the bigger division. Okay, now what I can do is I can send this above here, above there, and this will be x to the power b divided by x to the power b plus x to the. Okay, so let's write x to the power a first, because that will be in order. Okay, plus again we can take that over there, x to the power c divided by x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c plus x to the power a divided by x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c. Now, the next step, I think most of you even have got the hint over there. Okay, can do it on your own, because after this step, this is almost solved. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, and we have this thing. Let me use another marker. So I have this thing common in all of the terms there. So this will be equal to, I have all the terms common there. Okay, meaning I can write this as x to the power a plus x to the power b plus x to the power c as the at the bottom, as I have all the terms common. Now what I will be left with on the top is these terms. Okay, now I'm gonna write this space over here. Now it's pretty simple. Most of you might have solved this, okay, till now. And this is going to be now the same as if I write in correct order. This thing is this, and what I can do now is cancel those out. Okay, I can cancel those out. This would be just 1, and that is going to be your answer. Okay, so it might be a little dim in the camera, but still you might have got this. Okay, so I hope you have understood. I hope that was visible to the extent needed to you. Okay, so see you soon in my other video.